I'm sitting here waiting for my computer to upload the videos that I got earlier this week in preparation for posting my first vlog. And I'm good. I'm glad you like it. So I'm super excited about that, but I did want to mention really quick, if you've followed my blog at all, this is old news, but if you're new to the blog, and obviously everyone's going to be pretty much new to the channel, but I just wanted to mention that I made myself and my readers a promise when I very first started that I would always be very real and very genuine and very honest, not only in the pictures that I was posting, whether it was about my fitness journey after having babies, or any progress I wanted to make, or just, things that were happening in my life and around the house, but also in dealing with mental and emotional issues, that I would always just be very transparent. And I'm hanging on to that with the vlog. I don't want to waver from that at all. I'm still going to be very real and very honest, and just because it's on camera now, that's not really going to change anything. So just want to give you a heads up, as you can probably tell here, but I'm not going to be made up and done up in every video post. That's just not real life for me. There are going to be a lot of times when you see me in the videos and I'm just like tore up and looking like a hot mess, and that just is what it is for me. Like, my priorities lie elsewhere right now, and I'd rather sleep in a little bit in the mornings than get up early and like get ready every day. Plus, it's a lot easier to just talk yourself into and get through a workout when you're like, well, I've already got a shower anyway, so I might as well go get sweaty. For me personally, it's a lot harder to get in a really good workout, or get in a workout at all, if my hair's already done and my makeup's already done and I'm like already ready to go for the day, because then I just feel like I'm wasting all that time and work. But that's me. So hopefully that's relatable to you, and me looking ridiculous on camera will be a lot easier for you to deal with than if I were being fake about it. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy it. I'm excited for the first post to go up. Stay tuned. It's breakfast time. This one is finishing off a bag of goldfish from his brother's lunch supplies. There was only like 5 in there, so I figured it wasn't worth the fight. But I am getting ready to make breakfast. Let's see if this works. I think that should work. I'm going to make breakfast for me and him. He's already had a banana, so we'll see how much he wants to eat. But he usually wants to eat whatever I'm eating, so this might work. And as you can see, I fell asleep without washing my makeup off last night, so I'm like dying to take it off, but I need to eat first. So I am trying to make sure that I get lots of protein in at each meal, including breakfast, with vegetables too, because I just feel better when I've had protein. Not yet. Ooh. So today, cottage cheese with eggs, and I'm going to add in spinach Because I put spinach in like anything I possibly can, basically. So I've got my cottage cheese. I don't necessarily go for low fat. I don't think there's anything wrong with the regular old full fat stuff, but that tends to be what they mostly have. I haven't actually found any that's like the regular kind at my grocery store, so I just end up getting that, but not for any particular reason. So I'm just going to turn my skillet on and heat it up a little bit with my spatula. And then I'm going to get just a little bit of butter. If I can show you guys. I have room temperature butter that I keep out. And I'm going to take a little bit of that. Just like, since it's just for me, I only need a little bit, like half a tablespoon on my spatula. I'm going to put that in the skillet just to kind of help it not stick, because eggs, even in a non-stick skillet, eggs are like notorious for sticking no matter what. So that's already pretty warm, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. And so I can eat, like, since it's gonna have cheese in it too, I can probably eat two. Eli will eat one, so I'm gonna do 3 eggs for the two of us. I'll do the 3 eggs. Get that. So one by one, crack them in, and I check them as they're going in. It's a terrible habit. Because you're supposed to crack them into a separate container and check them and make sure they're not bad, because once you add them to your pan, if I added a bad egg to this pan, I'd have to throw everything out and start over. That's especially a pain in the butt if you're like baking or cooking something big like that's spinach. Yeah, it's especially a pain in the butt if you've already like made a huge batch of something and you have to start completely over, or if your ingredients are like particularly expensive or special or something. Okay, Eli just ran off with a bag of frozen spinach, so I'm gonna have to go get him. Okay, so I'm going to get like a handful, probably a little more of spinach. Spinach and greens in general wilt down a lot when they get heated. So you always want to get more than you think you can fit. Like, I'm just washing this off in the sink really quick. I'm going to take my towel and pat them dry a tiny bit. Yeah, it's always going to wilt down way more than you think it will, so you can afford to add quite a bit. And it's not going to be like a salad or anything. Like, it's still going to disappear. Salt, eggs can handle quite a bit of salt. And cottage cheese is not a salty cheese. It's not like a Parmesan or something like that. Like it can handle quite a bit of seasoning. So season away, and you may even still want more once it's done. It's just you gotta see once it all comes together like that. So now this is what I've got. Got my eggs in there. Got my spinach. The cottage cheese is gonna start melting and like gets really, really delicious. It doesn't have a flavor to me. Cottage cheese, like people get so like weirded out by it just because it's a cheese, it's the curd, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. But they just don't like it because of the thought of like what it is. But I think they also feel like it's going to taste really gross. And it doesn't. I actually don't even think it has a flavor. And I don't mind the texture at all. I think it's really good. But I'm going to let it sit here for a minute. The cottage cheese keeps it kind of runny for a minute. Yeah, baby. Oh, okay. Well, I can help you. I sure can. Let me turn this off. Okay, it's pretty much done. It's gonna stay pretty moist because of the cottage cheese, but the egg is actually done. The egg is cooked. So this is finished. I even do this one a lot of times if I have cooked bacon in my fridge. I will add like a slice or two and just like chop it up, or use my kitchen shears and cut some little pieces into it. It's really, really good like that. It just adds like another bit of flavor to it. So that's it. That's turned off. Eli, I think he actually just fed that spinach to the fish in the pond. So give me a second. Okay, so that's done. I'm gonna go ahead and serve it up. But that's breakfast, and that's gonna give us like a lot of really good protein. The eggs are packed with protein, obviously. The cottage cheese is packed with protein, as you can see here. Like, let's even look at it. Protein, 10 grams of protein in a half cup. We easily used a half cup, if not a full, maybe 3/4, and only 90 calories, which I don't actually care about calories, but that's good fat right there. That's 2.5 grams of healthy fat, 5 grams of carbs, that's good energy, and 10 grams of protein. So that's excellent, just for the cottage cheese, on top of the eggs. And then we've got spinach in there, packed with folic acid and really good healthy vitamins. So I'm good with that. That's a great breakfast. And especially right now while I'm pregnant and like everything affects me so how do I say it? When everything affects me seemingly more than when I'm not pregnant, like I can feel the effects of things more. I think that's how I want to say it. I will feel much better after this breakfast than I would after a bowl of cereal. I mean, anyone would, but I can tell the difference big time right now, even more than usual. So that's going to keep me going for quite a long while, and I probably won't even need to eat again until after my workout. But we'll see, because I am going to try and run today, and I usually don't run unless he's asleep, so that's at 1. That's in 3 hours, so we'll see. But that's going to give me really good energy, and that's going to give him really good energy and help us feel good for the rest of the day, pretty much. So it's a good start to the day. Okay, I just wanted to show you really quick that I cut up a pineapple earlier. I had a pineapple that I bought at Costco when it wasn't quite ripe, but it still looked really good, so I went ahead and bought it and let it ripen here at home. I have a spot back here, that kind of works really well for ripening fruits since it's out of the way and it's warm and kind of closed off. So I cut that up for a snack earlier, and Eli and I shared that bowl of it, and then I had to take it away from him because the acid will start to like hurt his mouth, and it'll make his skin start to turn red really bad, so I have to stop him at a certain point because it's not good. But he loves it so much, just like I do, so I let him have some. And then my water, I drink water constantly. I'm drinking water all day long. This is my water cup, and I keep it full always of ice water with a straw because it's easier for me to drink a ton of water if I have a straw. And so I'm just always thirsty. And if it's like a It's like my body can sense it. If I don't have this with me, I start to like get panicky and start feeling really thirsty, and it's like, where's my cup? I need my cup. I'm like an addict. But my husband was stealing it from me all the time, and like my kids will do it too. My kids will drink water from my cup, which is great because they're constantly drinking water too. That way, they just know, like, where's the water cup? I'm thirsty, which is great. But that I just had to get like a couple more so that everyone could have a water cup available to them anytime they wanted one. But it's even part of my bedtime ritual. Before I go to bed, I like go around and turn off the lights and put the dog in her little room, and then I go refill my cup with water and make sure it's got a straw in it. And then I take it to bed with me and put it on my bedside table, because sometimes I'll wake up at night thirsty and I've got my water there. And then when I wake up in the morning, it's like the first thing I do. I open my eyes, roll over, grab my cup, and drink like at least half of it. It's just it's a good way to start your morning by drinking a ton of water like that. It just gets everything going and helps your brain wake up, helps your digestive system, helps you to flush stuff out. So it's really good for you. But that's how I meet my water goal for the day, each day. And I even have it with me when I'm working out. I make sure it's full before I start working out, so that I can at least drink and then typically one of my breaks that I take like at a halfway point, I go and refill it. So I end up drinking 2 of these in a workout, and I don't count any water that I drink during a workout toward my water goal for the day, because I'm sweating that out like immediately, and my body needs that anyway while I'm working out, more than just to survive and live not being active. So I don't really count that toward my goal. But I typically don't count how many of these I have a day, because I know I'm meeting more than what I need. And if I'm not, I can feel it. My head will start hurting and I'll just start feeling blah. And usually one of the first things I think of is, am I drinking enough water? And if the answer is I don't know, I'll go and like chug one of these, and that's probably gonna be it, and I'll probably immediately start feeling better. So okay, that was 45 minutes and a 3-minute cool down. My breathing is normal, my heart rate is great, but my legs are freaking killing me. Seriously, it was like the most intense burning pain in my shins, like not in the shin bone, but in that muscle. My legs feel like they weigh 100 pounds each. The weight of the pregnancy, like the weight of the baby, is almost just too much on my legs. And I got to the point about halfway through it that I was worried that I wasn't picking my feet up enough. And I thought, I'm going to trip if I'm not careful. So I started paying more attention to that and picking my feet up better. But it was like my legs were already so exhausted and felt so heavy that I was actually unable to pick them up as much as I wanted to. So honestly, like, I don't think I'm going to do that again. I know I keep saying that, but I don't think I'm going to do that again. It's just, I'm not enjoying it, and I don't want to ruin running for myself, because I just simply don't enjoy it right now. I'd rather do, workouts that I enjoy and I can get through the whole thing and not, wonder if I'm gonna hurt myself. So I don't know. At least I got through it. well, that is it for today, and I'm whispering because it's nighttime and everyone's asleep, and it's dark in here because I'm getting ready to go to bed. But I will say that, to my knowledge, I've actually never regretted a workout, but I absolutely regret the run I did today. I have felt horrible ever since. My whole body hurts. I've been having a lot of contractions, which they haven't been regular and they haven't been progressively getting stronger, so I know that they're Braxton Hicks, but still, it's made me so completely uncomfortable for the rest of the day since I finished, and it wasn't even enjoyable while I was running, so yeah, I completely regret doing that, and I won't be doing that anymore. So that settles that. But otherwise, I do hope that you enjoyed today's vlog, and I really appreciate you watching. So tune in again. I will post again later this week, so tune in then. And please subscribe to my vlog if you haven't already. I appreciate any followers I get, because you're what allows me to continue doing this, and I appreciate that. And visit the blog if you haven't done that already. I'll link everything below, and if you have any questions, please feel free to comment. Let me know your thoughts and your input. I would appreciate it. Bye.